Would you take Steve Cooper in the summer? Surely we won't get dragged down to a relegation dogfight. Do we potentially have another Jack Clarke at this club? Preparing to fail is failing to prepare. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Here we go, back again with another video. Be happy. I want to discuss a couple of things today. After the weekend's defeat against Swansea, Dodds says it's his fault to do with the defeat, with the change of formation in the first half. Too much upheaval, too much change. Second half was a better performance. But what about Jack Clarke? Jack Clarke was missing from the side for the first time, I think, this season. Scored 15 goals for Sunderland. Top goal scorer, very comfortably the top goal scorer. Our strikers, I think, have scored 2 goals amongst all 4 strikers this season, which is clearly not good enough. We are desperately in need of a striker. And again, without, singing off the same hymn sheet over and over again, it's a failing for me of Christian Speakman not to bring a striker at this club, an out-and-out striker at this club. Since Ross Stewart has left, we've not had a striker at this club. Yes, we've got Rushin, likes to play down, maybe he's the left-hand side, but he does, he has done well in the middle, not getting much service. Young lad, 24-year-old. We don't know whether he's going to be good enough actually in the Championship, still learning the trade. Mienda off to Hibs. And we've also got Semedo, who's come on, wins 1 or 2 headers. But however, let's face it, if he's going to be a striker, for me, next season and the season after, we'll know how Semedo goes. And at this moment in time, it looks very doubtful that he could actually make it into the Championship level, in my opinion. That could be totally wrong, and I hope I am. And then, of course, we've got Burstow. Burstow, for me, is just send him back to Chelsea. That's all I've got to say about Burstow. I think he's had lots of opportunities at Sunderland. We haven't really, come on, let's face it. You know, I know, we haven't really got an out-and-out striker at this club. A proper striker who put the ball in the back of the net. Even someone like Broadhead would have been an absolutely fantastic player for Sunderland. He knows where the goal is. Having a good season for Ipswich. We could have kept him, but we didn't. We let him go. I think we tossed and turned to do with money. It's all to do with money. Hopefully we'll learn our lessons this season. But will we fall down into a relegation dogfight? Well, we're 12 points above that. We'll talk about that soon. But Jack Clarke, Michael Dodds has come on and said in the Sunderland Echo, it was going to take a while to develop another Jack Clarke. And can we develop another Jack Clarke? There's no guarantees, is there? Let's face it. Jack Clarke could be a one-off at Sunderland for a while. These players that we have at the club now who's came in, the youngsters like Mundell, Barr, they may never be a Jack Clarke. For me, Barr, probably not. Mundell, potential, looks decent, but he needs to start games of football, and hopefully he'll start at this weekend down at Carrow Road. But it will take a while to develop another Jack Clarke. So when Jack Clarke is sold in the summer transfer window, and I have no doubt in my mind that he'll want to progress his football to the next level and see what he's capable of doing in a better team, whether his talent, can peak up a bit higher in the Premier League. I hope he does. I wish him all the best. He's been good for Sunderland. 15 goals, like I said, this season. So I wish him all the best in the future when he does go. And I'm pretty confident, and we all know he'll leave in the summer. Sally's a massive hole. Ahmad last season did exactly the same thing. We lost Ahmad. What a gaping gap hole that we've left without having Ahmad there. And now without Jack Clarke, Ahmad and Jack Clarke both gone. Will we ever replace them? Will we be the same team next season? Or are we steadily in a decline? Now, hopefully all these youngsters that are coming in, Speakman and KLD, are really building the hopes up on some of these developing into players next season. But will it be too soon? We do need to invest, and we all know it. We need to invest. And there's rumours out there. And again, it could be absolute bollocks. So don't take what I say, take it with a pinch of salt. There's something out there saying that maybe Steve Cooper's already made some sort of agreement with Sunderland to start as new head coach in the summer. Well, I would love that to happen at this moment in time. That would be fantastic. That means we're going to change the model, do something different. But I think, like most rumours, they are rumours and normally a pile of shite, in my opinion. But yes, Cooper would be a great asset to the club. And if that was the case, I would bring him in well before the season finished. If we had some sort of agreement with Steve Cooper, start him in a couple of weeks' time. Simple as. get him in the side, get him look at the team, get him he'll know exactly what we'll need at this side. He'll know exactly what players we need to bring in to have a good opportunity and a good chance to get promoted out of the Championship to the Premier League like he did with Nottingham Forest. But with the likes of Speakman and KLD, bringing someone like Cooper and give them a lot of say. Let them have a free hand, a free role at what they do with the club. Don't have his hands tied behind his back like Tony Mowbray was. For me, relegation dogfight, I don't think so. Personally, I know people out there have been saying, yes, we could get dragged into it. I think we have some victories in us somewhere. While we have Jack Clarke at the club, we do have some victories in us somewhere. But, like I said, to develop another Jack Clarke is going to take time. It could take a full season before someone maybe like Mundell comes through and does well. It may take half a season, we don't know. But do we have that half a season in us next season to develop a Jack Clarke? We don't want the form that we're in at this moment in time would have us right down in the bottom end of the table, in the form table. So we need for someone to come in, and I think, yes, as much as we know Dodds can take us to the end of the season, but we don't want pressure on the likes of Dodds and the lads. We don't want to suddenly get beat down at Carrow Road because Norwich are going for the playoffs. They have a chance for the playoffs. Then we still got Leeds to come, Leicester to come. We've got some tough games to come. There's lots of teams between us and the bottom three. That's the saving grace. We're in 10th place, so we're all right. A couple of wins and we'll be safe. So I don't think, personally, I think we have the strength at Sunderland to win a couple of games out of the remaining 13 or 12 that's left. Playoffs for me is gone. I don't like to be defeatist. I don't like to be negative. I'm just being a realist. The playoffs for me are gone, and we all know they've gone. They've gone as much as Jack Clarke's gone in the summer. So for me, yes, we need KLD if he wants to develop this team, develop this side into a better quality side, a chance of really going for the Championship. Yes, bring in these kids. Do well with the kids, develop the kids, but also bring in one or two players with a good head coach, and we have a good chance next season. We're not too far away from being a decent side. A really good holding midfielder, a top-notch striker. And I think, we'll be getting there. Maybe it's another winger. We could have, Bennett would have been perfect, probably start on Saturday if he'd been at the club. But it is what it is. Anyway, so there we go. I don't think we're going to be in a relegation dogfight. Let me know your thoughts on that. Do you think so? Teams easily fall down that table into the trapdoor. But I don't think so. Cooper, deal done? I don't think so. But that would be amazing. I would take it right now for the likes of Speakman and KLD to admit the wrong. And not everything. I'm not going to. Not everything. I understand what they're doing, but we just need to tinker it a bit and have the experience come in and let someone like Cooper come in and really take hold of the squad and let him develop it. Let him say what he needs, when he needs it, and let him get it. Simple as. Jack Clarke, yes, Mundell could be the new Jack Clarke. I think Mundell has more potential over Barr, personally. Just what I've seen. Barr's lightweight. I think Mundell looks more sort of direct. He's strong, and I think there's a good player in there somewhere, and it'd be good to see him get a start on Saturday, because Norwich would be a tough game, and we definitely need a striker, if not two, to let Bairstow go. Like I say, a lot of people up there think, yes, maybe Semedo. For me, no, but that's just my opinion. A couple of good strikers, a good holding midfielder, and we've got a chance, we've got a chance, and probably if Ballard goes in the summertime, we need to replace him with a centre-back. Depends how Triantos does between now and the end of the season at Hibs, I suppose, doesn't it really? But yeah, another good centre-back. So there we go. Let me know your thoughts down below. Just a quick one. I thought it was interesting how Mike Dodds says it's going to take a while to develop another Jack Clarke. He seems worried. If he's worried, Speakman needs to be worried. I think the club needs to be worried. Because when you get rid of your prize asset, you've got... If he's worried, does that mean we're not going to get anybody else in? Does that mean we have no intentions of reinvesting all that money and spending it on quality players coming in? Because yes, it'll take a while to develop another Jack Clarke, but when you sell Jack Clarke, you've got all that kitty to go and buy and purchase a couple of good players. a good striker, a good holding midfielder. Maybe he's another good winger. Why not? Got to reinvest the money. 100%. You know, you got to plan ahead. Definitely plan ahead. Right, there we go. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Leave us your comments down below. Take care. God bless. May God go with you. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe.